But let me go to the state where the story is really developing, which is Assam. I want to go to Ankit Tyagi there because in Guwahati, Ankit, there could be a tectonic shift. The BJP, which has been trying to make that breakthrough in Assam, 2016 could be the year. Give me a sense on the ground in Assam. Is the BJP already sensing and scenting victory now?
Well, they have already started preparing sweets at their headquarters in Guwahati, Rajdeep. Already laddus are being prepared there. But let me tell you why I'm standing in front of this temple. This is the temple on the Zoo Road in Guwahati. It's a local Assamese temple where the Chief Minister is expected to arrive anytime soon. Still the Chief Minister of the state, Tarun Gogoi, would be coming here. And this will be from the morning his third visit to a religious place after Kamakhya and another temple. Why this is interesting is, Rajdeep, because right where I'm standing at this temple, just opposite to it is the residence of his former ally and now a key partner of the BJP, Hemanta Biswa Sarma, the man who possibly had turned the swing in favor of the BJP. So the Chief Minister is going to come here in just about 15 minutes. We have been told that Mr. Biswas would also start his day after he comes here, and then of course he will be going to the BJP headquarters. A very important thing, I spoke to the Chief Minister early in the morning. He said, don't worry till 12 o'clock. It will be early trends, are usually postal trends, and they will be from the cities. That is when you will believe that the exit polls are turning to be right. But don't write us off as of now. The Congress is going to make a comeback. The Chief Minister is still putting a very brave face.
He's putting up a brave face, but when you turn to a temple and you're looking for divine intervention, as Tarun Gogoi seems to be at the moment, that's a problem. You know, it seems this could be the last stand of Tarun Gogoi, Kishaloy. If they lose, will the Congress have no choice but to change their Chief Minister? They had an option in 2014 after the election defeat in the Lok Sabha. They didn't change him. Instead, they went with Tarun Gogoi. Hemanta Biswa Sarma, his right-hand man, left, joined the BJP. Do you sense that this is Tarun Gogoi's last stand if these numbers hold and the Congress loses?
I think he's fought hard and well for a very long time. He's had a long, good innings, 15 years, and he inherited a bankrupt state, a state which was, full of insurgency. Things are much better in Assam today. Today, there is no insurgency, for all practical purposes. There are a lot of problems, but I don't think so. He could keep his flock together. Because of his love for his son, he brought him, and that created fissures between Hemanta Biswa Sarma and him. I'm not saying Hemanta Biswa Sarma staying in Congress would have actually, made any difference, because Hemanta Biswa Sarma, let's not forget, in 2014 was with Congress when the BJP won 7 of those 14 seats in Lok Sabha. So he's not the magic person. I think what worked is that BJP actually got the right leader, got their alliance, and Congress had nothing new to offer. Tarun Gogoi has nothing new to offer in 2016. In the last 15 years, he had actually set up 3,000 foundation stones in various places. Not one of them have taken off. For example, a coal store.
So it's 15 years in a sense where the voters are simply fatigued and want change. And it seems change is in the air in Assam. I want to go to C.R. Kesavan, Congress's spokesperson at this moment. It appears that change is in the air, which means that you're out of power if these results hold in both Assam and Kerala. This is bad news, Mr. Kesavan, for you. The Congress party is in big trouble. You will be in power only in 6 states this evening, and that will include only one big state of Karnataka.
After the Bihar election results, Rajdeep, I'd really wait till all the numbers trickle down, because we're probably midway into counting the number of rounds. So, as far as if you're talking hypothetically about the trend, see, Assam, we've had a 3-time incumbency, and like the other panelists was pointing out, Mr. Tarun Gogoi remarkably turned around the state. The state was in overdraft. It was completely in shambles in terms of security, development and the economy, and in 14 years he turned it around. We have given the Congress under Tarun Gogoi.
But as Kishaloy pointed out, 3,000 foundation stones and nothing actually taking off. Somewhere you have to look inwards.
I would rather
you can't now blame 15 years of anti-incumbency. You can't blame Kerala's track record of a state switching sides 5 years. The Congress party is losing 2 more states come this evening. And even in Tamil Nadu, your alliance with the DMK at the moment is trailing Jayalalitha. So this is as bad a day as it gets for the Congress.
With respect to Kerala, let me complete, Rajdeep. With respect to Kerala, last time it went down to the wire, and Kerala has a trend of, yo-yoing, alternate governments, the incumbent is not voted in, and I would still hold my horses on Kerala. As far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, there is a very interesting inference we have to make. The numbers may be close, Rajdeep, but the third front is doing dismally bad. And the third front was supposed to be the anti-ADMK, anti-ADMK vote, which was supposed to help, the ADMK, because it would split the anti-ADMK vote. If the third front is not even getting any seats, and the leader of the third front, the projected chief ministerial candidate Vijay Gant himself is training, where will the vote go? Will the anti-ADMK vote go to ADMK? No. So conventional wisdom was that the anti-ADMK vote would split, and the beneficiary would be DMDK and its third front. Now that it's being routed, I honestly feel that this vote will go to the logical alternative, which is the DMK Congress front. I think we need to wait and watch here.
Mr. Keswan, it's wonderful to see the Congress clutch at straws. You're clutching literally at straws, trying to find some water in a desert where I'm afraid at the moment.
Not at all.
No, you are clutching at straws, sir, with due respect. Yes, Sandeep.
If you look at the leads in Tamil Nadu,
yes,
I think the Anna DMK alliance seems to be widening the gap with the DMK. And even if the third front is not leading anywhere, I think by evening we'll get to know how much they have damaged the prospects of the DMK in splitting the Anna DMK vote.
So at the moment you're saying...
And in case of Kerala, I think it's not a yo-yo battle.
Yes.
It's very clearly moving to the LDF, where the gap is now 71 to 49 in terms of lead.
So it appears they've in fact crossed the halfway mark in terms of leads. So in halfway mark crossed. In Kerala, the halfway mark in terms of leads has been crossed by LDF. So either Pinarayi Vijayan or Achyutanandan looks likely to become the next chief minister. The left is finally gaining a state. The worst news today is coming for the Congress, because in state after state, even their alliance with the left decimated, alliance with the DMK trailing at the moment, although in Tamil Nadu it could still go to the wire. I am not going to predict Tamil Nadu till, given that the lead is still only 7 seats, given that there are still 150 left to count. But in Assam, the BJP is now pulling ahead. It's 22-9 over the Congress. The bad news everywhere is at the moment for Congress. So Surjit Bhalla, your article a few days ago, are we moving towards a Congress Mukt Bharat, or is that a language that we should not be using, given the fact that in elections things can change very rapidly, but we are seeing a shrinking of the Congress?
I have no hesitancy in saying we are moving to a Congress Mukt Bharat.
You believe
Just look
so?
at the facts. I mean, how long can we go on and on? They'll be left with Himachal, Uttarakhand and Karnataka, and it's very unlikely that they will win Karnataka in the next election in 2018. But what I want to, this might be the moment for regional parties, because except for Assam, they all...
You see a Congress Mukt Bharat in terms of their being in power, but then to say that it's a party which India will be free of, I think is taking it a bit too far.
Let me just finish. I'm just trying to finish. Look, what does one mean by Congress Mukt Bharat?
Yes.
They have been the dominant party for 150 years in India.
Yes.
They've been the dominant party for 70 years in India. Now they're left with 15% of the vote, and if you will, in terms of the states that they own, that they will rule, it'll be like 0.5%. I mean, what is this? This is Congress. How else do you define Congress Mukt Bharat? Now, I want to make the other point before you interrupt it, that apart from Congress Mukt Bharat, there is this tendency to say that regional parties, this is the moment for regional parties, except for Assam. And I think that come 2019, that the regional parties will diminish further. This is the time for us to all talk about who or which party or which leader is going to lead the opposition.
Can I
have an opposition.
We are moving very far ahead in the game.
We are moving towards a two-party system.
We will talk about, we have ample time. I want to focus at the moment on the states. Tamil Nadu getting closer by the minute. It is 29 to 26. It will remain a close run race. Even local channels are suggesting both parties around 65 playing 60. So it is a tight race, and we'll have to see where Tamil Nadu goes in the end. Remember, these are early rounds in a large state. We still have 160 seats more left in Tamil Nadu to count. It is the one state which is probably going to the wire. Assam I'm almost tempted to say that we are going to see the saffron flag over Guwahati. I mean, I'm tempted to say that, but having past experience leads me to be a little more cautious. But yes, it would be fair to say, taking Surjit's point, that today looks like being another bad day in the office for the Congress party. I mean, I think we could say that with some safety.
Yeah, and rather than going to some long-term prediction, which I want to avoid, what this set of elections makes clear is that the onus of the challenge to the BJP in 2019 has now moved dramatically towards the regional parties from the Congress.
That's interesting. So the future leader of whoever has to challenge Narendra Modi at the center will probably have to be thrown up from a regional party. Yes, very quickly.
The important lesson of the Kerala election is that it's not a slender margin. Look at the way the difference between the LDF and the UDF in terms of leads is far larger, which means really that the LDF's early pitch of opposing Narendra Modi, the left in the future, could be part of that alliance that takes the battle against Mr. Modi to the wire. So in a sense, Congress losing even that ground, that the anti-Modi ground, no longer that domination remaining with the Congress. Remember, Kerala was very important for the Congress party. It was from here that they could have used it as a springboard and revived back.